Hey, we've lost total control in the studio. The Saracinos are busy feeding Randy, and we have a little segment to do, Randy, if you
know
don't
what
mind.
time I get up, and I haven't eaten at all today.
I've never seen
I'm
this
a happy
before.
girl.
Bart Saracino is here. Chris Saracino is here from the Bartolino's family of restaurants. Guys, thanks for being here. And Bart, thank you for attending to Randy so that somebody's getting her fed.
Hand delivered the dressing here.
How many years for the Bartolino, the Bartolino's name? It started what year?
1969.
1969.
Halloween night, 1969.
And by the way, Dad's doing okay?
He's doing great. He's a miracle man for everything he's been through.
Yeah, and it's the Saracino family, but Dad's name, much like your own, is Bartolino.
Correct.
Hence, a lot of people for years, I think, assumed the last name was Bartolino, didn't they?
You're 100% right. But in Italian, if you mean little Bart, it's Bartolino, little Ange, Angelino, Pat, Pascolino, things like that. That's how they call you as a child.
How many years ago did you make the move down Hampton from the original Bartolino's location into the Osteria there, right by Highway 44? How many years now?
It'll be 6 years in February.
That many already.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What was that? And Chris, was that as a member of the family growing up there? Was that emotional when you guys first made that move?
Certainly, it's we had many. That's what made our family. So we were there for so many years, but we have to advance with the times, and so it was a great move for us. But we still have the building, and we visit Joey B's a lot too. So,
how many years in the South County location for Bartolino's?
1983, correct?
83, 82.
220, 221. Yeah, 30
numbers,
years.
More
it's
numbers.
Been there. Sorry.
Right.
Martin, stop with the quizzing. Talk food.
I was digging through the box, seeing what they brought. They brought some linguine with clam sauce, but I saw pancakes in there.
Yeah.
Omelets, pancakes. We're talking breakfast food?
We do that at the Christmas Pancakes. So we brought we can cover all three meals. We can do the breakfast, we can do the lunch, we can do the dinner, we can do it Italian, we can do it American. We can cover all your needs.
But as a good Italian who grew up working at Bartolino's, when you first said, I'm going to get into the pancake business, did Dad or brother or anyone say, what are you thinking?
Everybody's always involved. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has their hands into it. So it's a true family affair. So everybody's in support. But
Chris's Pancake House is now a staple. It's a destination spot. When you opened it, did you think it would take off the way it has?
I think it was a shot in the dark. We had no idea what breakfast was really like. I tell you, the first weekend, we actually even locked the doors because we were so overwhelmed with the business. We didn't even know what we were doing.
That's a
we
good
had to
problem.
lock the door, and it was a good problem. And it took a few years to get it straightened out, but we right the ship, and things have been going well.
And voted many times best breakfast in St. Louis. That's Chris's Pancake House, which is just up the road from Bartolino's Osteria. And then, of course, the South County location on Lindbergh. What do you guys sell the most of? Is there a dish when people walk into Bartolino's and they say, I have to try such and such?
Actually, I would say, it's our chicken spadini, which we brought today, is a staple. Around the holidays, it's unbelievable how many we sell to go for family parties and stuff like that.
Well, how old were you, Chris, when you started working at the family restaurant? I mean, I'm sure you didn't have a choice, but how old were you?
We all kind of started young, old enough to walk and old enough to lend a hand. You were put to work. It was kind of just that way, and nobody knew any better or any different. And it was a true, like I said, a true family affair from the beginning. Everybody from our grandparents to my mother and father to every brother and any family that could help out was in there to help out.
Even the wives now, and a couple of the nieces and nephews are getting involved.
How hard is it to be away from the restaurant? We hear all the stories. If you're in the restaurant business, you're there darn near 24/7.
It's actually your first marriage, and you got to have a understanding wife and family to put up with you. Because you leave early in the morning, you don't return until late at night.
And how's the business changed? Everyone talks about the competition. You have chains and outside. Is St. Louis more loyal to the local? I mean, it seems that we are. Is there any way to really gauge that?
Well, I'm shocked, number one, to see that chains even survive in St. Louis because we have so many great restaurants, from Italian to American to seafood to it seems like barbecue's taking off now, and they're all locally owned. And I'm surprised that the people in St. Louis would support a chain. I'm not bad-mouthing the chains, but they're
Martin, I think that we have also the population. St. Louis is a very supportive community all throughout the St. Louis City County. They're very supportive. It's just the options now are greater, and it's not that people are going out less. There's just more options there, and there's so they're very it's a good dining public. St. Louis knows their food. The St. Louis community knows their food. They know good food. They know good service. They are very in tune to what's going on. But it's just they have a lot of options, and everybody's doing a good job, too. The restaurants that are popping up are not just fly-by-nights. They're popping up doing great jobs, doing unique things. So it's an exciting time to be in the business.
And when you have a restaurant that has followed for so many years, so many decades, true traditional foods, when you do get the tapas bars and the nouveau kind of chefs that are trying different, weird, interesting things, how does that play into it? Do you guys look to tweak the menu, or you just stay the course?
Yeah, I think you got to stay. I think you got to stay up with the times, and I think it's just it's the challenge, and it raises the bar, and you got to raise with it, and it's not a bad thing. It's I think as a local independent restaurant and especially family owned and operated, your job is to just bring that little extra special touch that you can do, whatever that case may be, whether it's lending a hand or in the community, whether it's trying to visit each table personally, whatever that little special touch may be.
And people listening, is there brunch available? Private parties? Do you do it at all the locations? Catering, all of the above?
We do all the above. We do 2 brunches a year, and that's Mother's Day and Easter. And we do private parties for anything on or off premise, whatever your needs.
Bartolino's South on Lindbergh, Bartolino's Osteria, right there at Hampton and 44, and Chris's Pancake and Dining, because there are more, we should point that out, more than just pancakes available at Chris's.
We're open 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day of the week, 7 days a week, closed on Christmas Day. But we're there to be able to satisfy any of your hungers.
In between the Hampton-Watson split.
Right.
And are you on, what's the street?
We're on Southwest.
You're
Our
on
frontage
Southwest.
is Southwest, but right at the corner of Watson.
You can see it from Watson. You can see it from Hampton. We appreciate the Saracinos being here, the good folks from Bartolino's and their family of restaurants, Kuna Foods, providing you the Wednesday drive-through, all about local St. Louis restaurants.